With their plan for a central bank digital currency and their roadmap, Christine Lagarde and the ECB are moving forward. I'm going to explain what it all means. We're also going to look at Ripple's deals for CBDC. Can the ECB choose Ripple and the XRP system for their CBDC? We're going to talk about some facts. Aside from CBDC and Ripple, we'll also look at some other links between the two in this film. Let's watch this brand new video. The head of the European Central Bank is shown here, Christine Lagarde. Mario Draghi's report on the future of European competitiveness came out a year ago. It is still important to follow through on its suggestions with more real actions and to speed up implementation in line with the European Commission's roadmap. Structured changes that boost growth and strategic investments should be a top priority for governments, and the government's finances should be stable. It is very important to stick to a strict schedule for finishing the Savings and Investment Union and the Banking Union, as well as to quickly set up the legal framework for the possible adoption of our digital euro. Okay, let me help you understand what she means. This is what she said about the European Commission's plan for digital IDs, digital currencies, and AI-based mass monitoring. What does it all mean? Let's make sense of it all. In 2025, the European Commission plans to use digital IDs, digital currencies, and AI to do digital monitoring. The roadmap includes clear regulatory, technical, and infrastructure goals that will increase people's rights and the government's abilities across the EU. The EU's digital identity wallet, the ongoing digital euro project, and the rules for AI that try to balance new ideas, civil rights, and safety are some of the most important changes that have happened. Digital ID's EU Digital ID case. The European Union is quickly rolling out the EUDI wallet, which is a digital wallet for Europeans. By 2026, all public and private services will have to accept it. After the EI regulation went into effect in 2024, it required safe, privacy-protecting digital identity tools. This means that the wallet's technical and legal base will be updated. Secure key management, electronic signatures, and browser APIs are some of the most important parts of the 2025 plan. Help and regular updates to the user interface. The Commission wants all people to be able to use secure digital IDs and get full online help by 2030. So they are getting closer and closer to making everyone do this. Digital money and the latest news on the digital euro. The European Central Bank is leading the digital euro project, which is currently in an advanced pilot phase in 2025. Important. Updates and technology testing are being done ahead of a big decision and launch in late 2025. We're supposed to hear more about this in October. These are the digital currencies that the euro is meant to give both regular people and central banks. Don't forget that wholesale means from a central bank to a bank. Retail to retail is business to business. You and I could go into any store in the EU and use a digital euro to pay for things. The wholesale side is made up of central banks to banks. The project's main goals are to include users, handle stakeholders, and make digital payments work the same way across Eurozone states. If successful, this could make accepting CBDC mandatory throughout the EU, which I think has 28 or 30 countries as members. Finalizing the digital euro rulebook and testing its integration with merchants and fintechs is still going on. Fintechs is also still doing research with consumers to answer concerns about privacy, accessibility, and usefulness. Big data and AI for mass spying. The EU AI Act is the main piece of legislation that controls AI, including how it can be used for spying. Real-time biometric mass surveillance in public places is banned by a law that will be signed into law in 2025. This sounds like a good thing. However, biometric analysis can be used after the fact for major crime investigations with the judge's permission. To help law enforcement with bigger AI projects, new organizations and tech are being built, like the EU Innovation Hub for Internal Security and the Security Data Place for Innovation. There are many things going on in the EU. Do not close your eyes. All of this is in crypto. The Central Bank of France has said that they would like to see XRP used as the base for a digital euro. Let's go. Ants has talked publicly about Ripple XRP as a possible platform for Europe's central bank's digital currency. And the best things about XRP as it is highly centralized and based on permissioned networks, which means that only certain network nodes can verify transactions. This is different from Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are decentralized and don't need permissions. Many banks trust Ripple and XRP as a model for CBDCs. We need to get a better look at this. Ripple's propose or Ripple plan. Some parts of blockchain technology might not work with the pursuit of CBDCs, as shown by Ripple's plan. But there are ways to set up that current technology that can meet the needs of these kinds of projects for speed and security. Okay. Let me give you some more information. Ripple and the XRP ledger have built strong ties with France, Europe, and the ECB through relationships with financial institutions, participation in central bank pilots, and key roles in the infrastructure for payments and digital currencies. Remember that many companies in Germany, the EU, and France work with Ripple and use its technology, such as ODL, Ripple Custody, and Medico. A lot is going on in Europe right now, and Ripple is involved in a lot of it. Do not forget that Schumid Financial released Europe, a safe coin backed by the euro. On the XRP ledger, more safe coins will be released. Don't forget that it was made for it. Even if you have a safe coin, it can still be used to buy or sell anything else on the XRP ledger. Ripple teamed up with Lemonway, a regulated payment provider that works with markets, and added Ripple's on-demand liquidity solution to make cross-border payments and managing the company's cash flow easier. The XRP Ledger Foundation was officially set up in France in November 2024 to help the region's ecosystem grow, schooling improve, and technology grow. A French financial giant, Fiat General Forge, which is my favorite bank name, said it would start a stable coin that works with Mica on the XRP Ledger in 2025. Major French institutions are using Ripple's technology more and more. The Bank of France is testing Ripple's private ledger for digital euro, CBDCs. This is a big step toward getting institutions to accept Ripple's blockchain technology. Boom. We also talk about how Ripple and XRP are expanding into more of Europe. Ripple set up Ripple payments in South Africa and Luxembourg in order to get an EMI license. This will allow its RLUSD stablecoin and payments to work in all 30 EA countries. Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin has teamed up with the Swiss-based AMIA Bank and will be stored there so that trade can take place through regulated Swiss corridors made possible by FINMA laws and digital currencies. Ripple and the Digital Euro Association have joined forces to promote central bank study on digital currencies and best practices that are known to change people's views on European digital currencies. There is a lot of other stuff here as well. In April 2025, the ECB officially accepted crypto assets like XRP as a part of Europe's financial future. They then started putting in place rules that were meant to encourage institutions to use them. The ECB chose the XRP ledger as one of the main tools for its pilot program that will last for 12 months. The XRP ledger was chosen as one of their pilot projects, so yes, you wonder if they will pick it. Man, think of all the buzz that would make if that came true. It also includes 500 financial institutions and making sure the infrastructure is ready for tokenized settlement. We check out what's going on in the United States with the DTCC and NASDAQ. We know that XRP is linked to DTCC patents in some way.